Hello everyone, this is Matilda, and I was reading 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Love and Truth. It's the Passion Translation, and in chapter 3, it's broken down and it says a call to maturity. And I just thought it was so good. I mean, it's all good, but I just felt led to read this, so I'm going to read it. Okay, it says, "Brothers and sisters, when I was with you, I found it impossible to speak to you as those who are spiritually mature, for you are still dominated by the mindset of the flesh. And because you are immature infants in Christ, I had to nurse you and feed you with milk." And milk, it says, the milk would include the basic teachings of our faith. "Even so, every newborn needs milk to survive and be sustained." See 1 Peter 2:2. The more advanced teachings Paul describes are spiritual meat, something we can sink our teeth into and look for deeper meaning. So I had to nurse you and feed you with milk, not with the solid food or more advanced teachings, because you weren't ready for it. In fact, you are still not ready to be fed solid food, for you are living your lives dominated by the mindset of the flesh. Ask yourselves, is there jealousy among you? Do you compare yourself with others? Do you quarrel like children and end up taking sides? If so, this proves that you are living your lives centered on yourselves, dominated by the mindset of the flesh and behaving like unbelievers. For when you divide yourselves up in groups like a Paul group or an Apollos group. Apollos was a brilliant, educated Alexander Jew and follower of John the Mercer. While in Ephesus, Apollos meant Priscilla and Aquila, who directed him in deeper teachings of Christ. Apparently, the church of Corinth was deeply divided and in need of wisdom and unity. So while you're breaking yourself up in groups, you're acting like people without a spiritual influence. You're merely men, basically. Who is Apollos really? Or who is Paul? Aren't we both just servants through whom you believed our message? Aren't each of us doing the ministry of the Lord that has assigned to us? I was the one who planted the church of Apollos. I was the one who planted the church, and Apollos came to care for it. But it was God who caused it to grow. This means the one who plants is not anybody special, nor the one who waters, for God is the one who brings the supernatural growth. Now, the one who plants and the one who waters are equally important and on the same team, but each will be rewarded for his own work. We are co-workers with God. Workers have different gifts and abilities, but true growth of God's kingdom is through divine power. No one is a superstar. We are all members of God's team. So we are co-workers with God, and you are God's cultivated garden, the house he is building. God has given us unique gifts or grace for the task as a skilled master builder. Or a wise first-class architect. We would say in today's English, a top-notch general contractor who lays a good foundation. Afterward, another craftsman comes and builds on it. So builders beware. Let every builder do his work carefully according to God's standards. For no one is empowered to lay an alternative foundation other than the good foundation that exists, which is Jesus Christ. So you want to build your foundation on anything else, beware, because that is not of God. The quality of materials used by anyone building on this foundation will soon be made apparent, whether it has been built with gold, silver, and costly stones, or wood, hay, and straw. Which means, Paul's language seems to be anticipating his next subject, the church as God's true temple. There is an allusion to the Temple of Solomon, which was built using gold, silver, and costly stones. Wisdom will build her house and divide her substance, gold, redemption's fruit, silver, transformed lives, costly stones. See 1 Chronicles 22:14-16 and 29:2. Wood, hay, and straw are emblems of the works of the flesh, the building materials of men and not of God. They grow up from the ground, which God cursed in Genesis 3:17. It is both quality and durability that God commends. Fire will cause the better material to glow brighter, but the inferior material will be consumed. Fire will cause the better material. Oh yeah, I already said that. Sorry. How we build and what we build matters to God. Note that it is possible to build on a true foundation of Christ, but with wrong materials. We need God's work done in God's way. Okay, so their work will soon become evident, for the day will make it clear. The day. See Romans 2:16, 1 Corinthians 1:8, 4 and 5, 5, 5, 2 Corinthians 5, 9 through 12, 2 Thessalonians 1 and 10. Okay, so their work will soon become evident, for the day will make it clear, because it will be revealed by blazing fire. And the fire will test and prove the workmanship of each builder. If his work stands the test of fire, he will be rewarded. If his work is consumed by fire, he will suffer great loss. That was my mom. Yet he himself will barely escape destruction, like one being rescued out of a burning house. So I thought that was awesome, and I just wanted to share it because I really liked it. Thanks. Talk to you later.